Lulu has been on the run ever since he left Rock's house and said to hell with his mom and that dry food. Well, he's been outside, he got into it with a few people, let some shots off. Well, he's continuing to drink and he's riding around the city. We don't know where he's going or who he's about to tell information to, but what we do know is Lulu, he's out and about, and this is very dangerous for the Thomas organization, especially because Rock is just now building the game brick by brick. We all know that the issues between Howard and Raquel, they stem from way back when, but both of them need each other because if they don't use each other, then they'll both either end up dead or in jail. Now Rock is telling Howard, listen, you told me the information about Scrap that was wrong. You told me that information about my brother. Well, he's missing. So our number one priority, you and me, need to try to find Lulu and shut him up because he's liable to run his mouth at any cost. And we've seen Lulu and we know how he gets when he's on that bottle. So it's looking like this might be the end of the road for Lulu. Either Howard's going to put out a call saying look for this male and they pick him up, or Lulu's just at a random bar and fell asleep and someone called the police and it looks like he's getting picked up. Now in this trailer we did see Howard pulling the gun out on Lulu, so that means he must have been the one that got Lulu out of jail, but he also knows that Lulu's been running his mouth, and that's why we see what we see in this trailer, because no one's playing around with Lulu anymore. This is episode 9. This is when the action picks up. Rock is saying that the game is over with, Kanan. You and Ronnie is over, it's done, dead and gone. That's because she took out Juliana, who Ronnie was getting the work from, and she went over and told Snaps and Pops not to mess with Kanan. Now you hear Kanan say, I can make some calls and they can get rid of you. Now Rock has already stirred up, kicked the hornet's nest when she went over there and told Snaps and Pops to their face that she don't want them dealing with her son. But now, when they were talking about fear and respect, Kanan is trying to get that fear and that respect out of his mom and let her know, I'm not backing down, I'm in the game at this point. The war is getting ready to start, and like I said, episode 9 is where the action really starts to kick in. So it's looking like we're going to have to lose somebody. Juliana then fell off, and now we're starting to see the emergence of Snaps and Pops, and he's making it be known, whatever Rock got going on, Kanan, you either with us or you against us, and at this point we getting some money, so you need to come on over here to the dark side. So we're going to start seeing this war being built up because Rock, she's backed by the Koreans and by the mob. Snaps, he's out here and he got the call of the streets and he got the people behind him. So this is what we want to see. I just want to know how far are they going to push it, and what is Ronnie going to do for the organization to make sure that they stay afloat now that Juliana's gone, because Snaps is going to have to come up with some other plan if they're going to be giving Ronnie money. Speaking of Ronnie, it looks like they're patting him down. Now this must be a new meeting, or he's trying to get a new connect or something of that nature. Ronnie don't ever get checked by anybody. Remember, he is the big dog, his words not mine. Well, it's looking like they got Ronnie and he's rolling solo, so he's just gonna have to play it cool, but hopefully he can make it out of this, because if not, then Rock, she takes another step up in the game of the power moves. We seen Lulu get arrested, picked up by the police, and like I said, it must have been Detective Howard that came and bailed him out, or at least just came and got him. Didn't bail him out because the police officer, but he ties Lulu up. And what do we hear Lulu saying? I'll tell you about any murder you want to know. Howard's not here to play around, Lulu. That's because Lou has been drinking, so he isn't in the loop knowing that Rock, Marvin, they've all been talking to try to find you. You've been on the run, they found you, and you're doing the same thing that they've been looking for you for, running your mouth. Howard doesn't like this, and if you joined my live last night for Are We Ready, then you would have heard me say, what if Howard is the one to take out Lulu, because all of this tracks back to him, especially with Scrap's mom coming up dead, Scrap giving the wrong information about Scrap snitching. So Howard, he's not playing around. There's a lot of fingers pointing back at him. It's just they got to find the bodies that are doing the pointing. And right now, Howard's doing the pointing at Lulu, letting him know, I'm not playing with you. Lou realizes that this is not a game, because his sister, Rock, his brother, Marvin, they both show up. Howard has a gun to his head. He looks at Marvin, he's telling Marvin, don't let Rock kill me, because now he's starting to sober up and realize, you're right, I was wrong, but that's what a pistol to the face will do to you. It'll make you start seeing a little clearer and start being a little more honest. even though Lulu has been too honest in the streets about what he knows, what he's seen, and all the information he has. The only thing I can see Ronnie snatching Famous up for is because Famous came back to the house. Now he must be apologizing, or he wants to talk to Kanan. Hey Kay, where's Uncle Lulu at? Man, I heard he ain't gonna be around for a while. Is everything all right? Because at the end of the day, Famous and Kanan, they're still brothers. Well, with Juliana being gone, Ronnie is on edge. He already wanted to check Famous because of him potentially being someone that talks. Now, it would be good to see Famous take out Ronnie, but right now, I don't know what Ronnie is mad about with Famous, unless Famous was snooping around, because you know Famous likes to smoke a little bit. Not some H, but just kind of curious about what's going on in the house. It's looking like Juke is getting very upset. Now, this must be after the show that they had opening up for the big time artists. Now, look very closely. Jukebox has OG power jukebox braids. So this might be the moment where we start to see her really become activated. Her and Crystal got their issues. She got jumped by Crystal's girls. So right now, we're starting to see Demon Time Jukebox become active in these streets. The last thing we see in the trailer, Snaps pulling out his gun. Now I don't know who he's pointing it at. Might be Ronnie, might be Rock, might be Stefano. We don't know. But whoever it is, I would say he's standing on business, but he's sitting down. So whoever's behind him, they're standing on business. It Snaps. I don't think he's about to be playing around and giving up any parts of his territory, any parts of his game. And it looks like we got a war on our hands going into the finale. All right, there you go. What do you think about this trailer? What part of it caught your eye? Who's catching a body in episode 9? Who's not gonna make it out of episode 9? It's a lot of stuff. Just remember, we got 2 episodes left, and this is where the series really picks up and we start to get the whole story before we get that cliffhanger to go into the next season. Let me know what you think. I'm MoDIJ. Make sure you tune in tonight, 2 p.m. Eastern, for the after show called On the Clock, where we break down each individual character and tell the story behind the story. I'm on that road to 50,000 subscribers, so each and every one of you, I appreciate you. Hit that like button if you don't see this at 100 likes. Thanks for watching. I'm out.